Hey planner friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. Today we are checking in on our budget. We are doing a mid-month budget check-in for the month of October. So I'm going to check in on goals, income, expenses, cash envelopes, give you a sinking fund update that I'm very excited about, debt, business expenses, and savings. So to start with, let's talk about, we'll come back and do goals towards the end instead of at the beginning, and we will talk about income first. So for this month, we are expecting $82.29. Right now we are at $76.75, so we just have about $553 to go to make our income goal for this month, and I know that that will happen with the next Etsy payment. So we are doing good on income this month. I also got a class action check. Like sometimes I don't even know what they're for anymore. I haven't cashed it yet, but actually I should do that tonight. But that was for $54.58. So we're gonna decide what we're gonna put that towards and get that taken care of as well. So doing good on income. Expenses, everything is pretty ordinary this month. I did spend $287 on a butcher box, so I got a whole bunch of stuff, which I feel like puts me in a good place with my grocery shopping. So I'm going to try to pay myself back for this before the month is up, and part of that will come out of grocery budget, and also part of it will come out of bulk shopping's budget as well. So hopefully that will just go ahead and take care of it, plus cash flowing part of it from income still to come in for this month. But that is what I'm finding is the most expensive thing is meat at the store. So even though butcher box can be a bit pricey, now I don't have to go shopping for meat. Exception would be my wings. I'm still trying to get those from the butcher, and they've been sold out every time I go. So nothing else that is not been expected for expenses. So we are just chugging along. We have a few things that come out next week. For business expenses, even though I don't have it written down, I did buy one of the sticker papers that I use. That was almost $400. So that has been not the only business expense this month that I wouldn't ordinarily have. I've got two other things. I got foil. The foil is for the winter sesh box. I spent less than $20 on that. So I got foil. I'm not going to talk about what kind of foil or details because it's a surprise, of course. And then I got one other thing, and I can't remember what it was that wouldn't be ordinary. I bought quite a bit of art this month, but that's I a lot to purchase art. So business expenses have been pretty, with the exception of the sticker paper, which I knew I was going to do, has been pretty normal this month. Cash envelopes. So I had this month cash envelopes for $871, and I was doing something. I think I was looking at like setting up for next year, and I forgot about Silhouette because I paid for Silhouette at the beginning of the year. I think I actually paid for it in December, and I paid for the whole year instead of monthly, and then I totally forgot about it. So I have not been doing a sinking fund for it. I think it'll be $60 for the year for next year, due in January. So I think I'm gonna do maybe $10 or $20 this month, and then the rest of it in November and December, and then I should be good to go. completely forgot about it. But Silhouette, if you don't know, Silhouette is where I design all of my stickers. And the subscription portion of it, like you pay a certain amount and then you get a certain amount of credits, and then you can use those credits towards art. So I had forgotten about it. I don't get a lot of my art in Silhouette, but I do use my credits, so it is definitely handy to have. You don't actually have to pay for the software itself, though. The software is free. I do have a, not a commercial license, but I guess it's like considered a business license. So I have the business edition of Silhouette, which I did have to pay for that, but that was a one-time fee. So nothing else out of the ordinary with our cash envelopes. I still have the money for business. I will probably spend that, if not this month, next month, as I'm starting to procure things for the planner sesh box. And then I spent $80 for gas, and of course, just getting into groceries this month. So we started at $260, we're down to $125. Eating out, we started at $80, we're down to $32. Household, we started at $20. We're down to $0, and gas, we started at $168 and we are down to $88. So that is where we're at on our cash envelopes. Then for just like while we're here real quick, I don't have much to check in on debt because it's still early in the month, and so I don't have the specific numbers. But I will say I paid $500 to Discover. I spent almost $400 on sticker paper. That was the plan for that. So, and then I spent the $287 for the butcher box on the Discover card as well. And so the goal is to get it back down to here, which was $18.66, because it's at $21.22 right now. Still plugging away on Klarna and Afterpay. And then everything else is just sort of, it hasn't been paid yet. It's in limbo with the exception of like car payment, because that's at the beginning of the month. So we went from $11,357 down to $10,961. So hoping to be at $3,500 by the end of the month. We started the month at $31,699. All right, so let's talk about these sinking funds. I have shared that I had a goal of getting to 10,000. And I thought it would take until the end of the year, but I am actually over 10,000 right now, which is so exciting. It's short of having a check in excess of 10,000. I have never had 10,000. I am not a saver. I'm a spender. Y'all see me Friday Night Lights every week. I spend money. I don't save money. So that is pretty exciting. It's not going to, I don't think, stay above that because there are some things that are going to be paid. But I don't know. It's possible. It's definitely possible. So, emergency fund has gone up. Tax fund has gone up. Vacation fund has gone up. I mean, everything has gone up. I mean, so, the exception would be Petey. He went down. He went down by $10. And that was just because what I put into his fund covered his medication for this month. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, everything has gone up this month, and I really have not pulled from any of these funds this month. I'm just trying to think out. I don't think I will be. The only one I probably will spend from, I might refill a prescription, so health maybe. But even then, we're talking $5 to $10. And then bulk shopping, I'm probably going to pull, if I find my wings, that's $30. And then if I put part of it towards the butcher box, then I don't know what that number will be. So, that could go down. But, I mean, we still have 2 weeks left this month, and there are categories where I will be adding to them. So $5 bills will probably add to, which is the vacation fund. Taxes will definitely add to, because that's every paycheck we pull out money for taxes, emergency fund. That's every week with our savings challenges. So Budget Mom Savings Challenge goes towards the home fund. So I can see it's going to continue to go up. I don't know how long we'll stay above 10,000 though, because I know like next month we have November Black Friday. So my Black Friday fund is at $475 right now. That's going to get wiped out because I'm going to enjoy myself. And then, I don't know. I might spend this iPad fund. I might spend my self-care fund and Christmas. So we'll see what happens. But as of right now, 10,069. That is where we're at. We started the month at 87.84, and we are at 10,069. So pretty. We could not have started the month at 87.84. That sounds wrong. Hold on. Let me see. Sinking funds. 87.70. Yeah, that's where we were. So like 1,300 increase. I can dig it. Anyway, so that is that. Savings challenges. This month I have the Budget Mom Savings Challenge going on. And then, so that's this one, the Save Your Age. And then this month on our savings challenges, so far we've saved $388.70. The goal this month is $500. So we are on track to meet that goal. We have about 120 to go with 2 weeks. So I'm feeling confident that that will happen. We have a goal to pay off $1,000 in debt. That one I'm not too sure about, just because while I did put a big chunk of money towards the Discover card, I also spent the big chunk of money that I put towards it. And the only reason I did it that way was to earn the cash back. Not a significant amount, but why leave money on the table? Been doing really good on tracking expenses, working towards paying off Afterpay. Goal of 3,000 in Etsy sales this month. We're about 2/3 of the way there. And then I'm working on the winter sesh box, and so that's going well. And so that's where we're at this month. So yeah, gas is on the rise here. One thing I did notice was I usually transfer money from my credit union account to Ally. It takes 2, maybe 3 days. I have another credit union account, Navy Federal. And I know like this last week, Indigenous People Day was Monday. And for some banks, it was a holiday. For some banks, it wasn't. I did not do any banking until the 12th, Wednesday. So I typically will go to the ATM and just I'll just physically remove the money and take it to because I can do it at the same ATM. Because you know how credit unions share ATMs or whatever. So I'll pull money out of one and put it into the other. Well, I was like, well, let me just try to do the transfer from Navy Federal. Okay, so I did it, and they deducted the money from Navy Federal on the 13th, but it still hasn't shown up at Ally, and it won't show up until, so I did it on the 12th. It won't show, it says it's pending and expected to be there on the 18th. That's a whole week. Why? Why does it take? And I don't know if it has something to do with the holiday or if it's something else, but I'm going to try it one more time and see if that had something to do with it, or if that's just the norm for those two banking institutions, or what. And then if it is, then I'll just go back to doing it the way I was doing it. But I did open a Ally checking account so that if I do need this money sooner, because a large portion of my emergency fund is there, then I can just transfer from my savings account to my checking account all in the same bank and access it quickly that way. So you will see that as one of my calculations on here going forward. It's just like my little checking buffer ally. I'm just going to have enough in there for them to, you have to have money in the account for them to give you a debit card. So I'm just going to have enough in there to get the debit card, and then we'll leave it at that. But I just found that was interesting. If you use Ally and you also use Navy Federal or even another bank and you found that it takes a really long time, let me know. But it was just really interesting to me because I'm used to it being like 2 days. So anyway, that is my mid-month check-in. Things are going well this month. Expenses and things are relatively quiet. So looking forward to finishing out the year strong, and this last quarter strong. Also have 2023 budget pieces, for lack of a better term, ready to go and up on the Studio Bliss Co website if you are interested in setting up your 2023 budget. I also have some new budget kits up on the website as well, so check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.